Hello everyone, I'm going to be ranking my second animated franchise. I did DreamWorks in early December. Well, not early December, but like in December, and I'm doing one in January, which is uh, Sony Animation Pictures. Wait, Sony Animation Picture. Is that what it's called? Yeah, Sony Animation Pictures movie. So there's 20 of them. And yeah. So further ado, let's just get started. If you're wondering, I added this. Well, I already have reviewed only the first one, but the Smurfs movies count. And is that all what I have to say? Okay, yeah, that's what I have to say. Number 20. People probably know what's my number 20. It's the Emoji movie. I hated the Emoji movie. I wasn't looking forward to this movie at all. I knew it was going to be terrible. I just despised this movie with just, it's the worst animation movie I could ever see. It's just terrible. The story's terrible. The cast is good, but the story's terrible. The animation's not good. The where they're going with the movie's not good. It was just not a good movie. I think it's the worst animation movie in my opinion. Just a terrible animation movie that I highly recommend you do not watch. Like seriously, just if you like this movie, what's wrong with you? Like, if you seriously, why would you like this piece of crap? It was one of the worst movies of 20. Well, it was the worst movie of 2017 because it's just the worst. And number 19 is Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania. This movie, I think, for me, Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania, not a movie that I enjoyed at. There was a tiny bit of enjoyment with this movie. Not much though. But I don't really recommend this movie to people. I didn't really like how they added WWE stars to the movie. Just didn't really think I enjoyed that. I just wanted it to be the story was not my favorite story in Surf's Up. Well, there's the first one, and then the second one. The first one's way better, but the second one's nah. But Surf's Up 2 Wave Mania is just a movie that I didn't really enjoy as much. 18 is Open Season 3. So Open Season 3 is a movie I didn't really have expectations of watching this movie. Never really wanted to watch this movie until now. This was my first time watching this movie, and overall, not a movie that I enjoyed. Just not my thing that I really liked. It was a big disappointing movie for me, but just a movie I just didn't really enjoy as what I was wanting for Open Season, because Open Season, the first one, is really good, but Open Season 3 was a big disappointment. But I won't tell you where the second one is, but you have to see when. But Open Season 3 is just a movie I kinda disappointed me, really. Didn't really enjoy it as what I was expecting, though. At number 17 is The Smurfs 2. The Smurfs 2 is a movie I think is not good. It's not a movie that I was looking forward to. I have watched The Smurfs 2 before, and it's not a movie I enjoyed. And it's just a movie that I was really disappointed by, because The Smurfs was an okay film, but The Smurfs 2 was just a huge disappointing movie for me. Gargamel was probably the big thing about this movie, in my opinion. He was probably like the standout for this movie. But the Smurfs, they were just like normal Smurfs, like the la 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 la. You know, they were fine. Just the story was not my appetize. Well, that's a new word. For me, for this movie. But yeah, just a movie I didn't really enjoy. 16 is Open Season 2. I know I'll probably put Open Season, the second and third, a bit low on this list, just because 2 and 3 are movies that I just didn't really enjoy as what I wanted to. But Open Season 2 is a movie okay, it was fine enough. I know it's terrible. It was just a tiny bit good. It's a movie that I would not watch again, but if I had to, if I had to, if I had to watch the Emoji movie or Open, what kind of play answer is that? Of course I was going to go Open Season 2. I would never watch the Emoji movie my entire life, but Open Season 2 is just a movie I found meh. Not really a movie that I enjoyed, but just a movie that I found meh. 15 is, Hotel Transylvania, the first one. This movie, I know where it was going, and I was not really looking forward to where it was going. I mean, this one is a movie I liked. Okay, I liked just a tiny bit. It was fine. Yep, I said it. It was fine. It's the movie I would not watch again, but it was just a fine movie that is probably too kiddish and childish for me. But I think like the age of like blooming 6 to 10 would like this movie. But my age at 14, I would not watch this movie. Just a movie I didn't really enjoy and what I was wanting to watch in this movie. But overall, just a movie I was not looking forward to. 14 is Hotel Transylvania 3. This movie, I saw it in the cinemas, and first watching, I did enjoy it. It's a movie that I did have some enjoyment in, that I didn't have in Hotel Transylvania, the first one, but I did have enjoyment in the third one, and I found it okay. It's not a movie that people would watch, but for me, I think it was an okay movie that is a bit, what's the word? Controversial. Controversial. Like, there's two sides of the stories for this movie. From my side, I would probably say it's a fun enough, enjoyable movie for your kids. For like older kids, like 14, or probably like 13 and like above, they would not. They would probably find meh. 13 is The Smurfs. Okay, I found this movie good. I am a okay fan of The Smurfs, the two live action films. They are okay. They're not the best, but this movie, well, I'm talking about this movie. This movie's an okay movie that I found okay. It's a movie that I would rewatch. Yeah, I would rewatch The Smurfs. But it's a movie that I found meh. It's a movie that I enjoyed. Yeah, I enjoyed The Smurfs. Yeah, just like a tiny bit, but The Smurfs is a movie I found okay. It's not a movie that I would recommend people to watch, but in my opinion, I would just stick to some other good films, not like The Smurfs. Number 12 is Hotel Transylvania 2. Okay, this movie is the best one in the franchise, in my opinion. I really like Hotel Transylvania 2, and I think I heard that there's going to be a fourth one this year, which I'm meh. I'm kind of looking forward to it, I'm kind of not. But anyway, Hotel Transylvania 2 is a movie I enjoyed. It was a fun enough, enjoying time that I had on Netflix. I actually watched this in the cinema for my birthday. I forgot about that. Yeah, I watched it on, I think it was like the second day it came out, on my birthday. And I was really, looking forward to this movie because I was at the age of watching this movie. I think it was like my 8th or 9th birthday. So I was looking forward to this movie. And I found it fine enough. It's an enjoying movie that I enjoyed. Number 11 is Surf's Up. This movie is a fine enough movie. I didn't hate it. It's just an okay movie that I found okay. It's a movie that I would watch Surf's Up again. It's not a bad movie, but Surf's Up is a movie that I would watch again. Would I recommend this movie? Yeah, I would probably recommend this movie. It is a decent enough movie that I enjoyed. It's not a bad movie that I'll go, oh no, this movie's terrible, don't watch this movie. I wouldn't do that. It's a fun enough movie that is fine. It's not a bad movie that I would crap on. It's a fun enough movie that I enjoyed bits of it. Well, I mostly enjoyed half the movie. The other half is just a movie I didn't really enjoy as much. But the first half was good. The last half, not my thing. And number 10 is Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs 2. Okay, I know people probably wouldn't put this high, but in my opinion, I did have fun with Cloudy with the Chance of Meatballs 2. The crew's back together, they're going back to what's the place called? I only forgot what the place was called, where they used to live before all the food came and then made like this massive monster, and they moved. So they went back to the place, and then they had to find the thing that made the food in the first one. I already forgot what it was called, but they had to find that, and then they had to talking food, and it was fine. It was entertaining. I know it's probably dumb, but it was fine. It's not a bad movie. It's just a fun enough movie that I found fine enough. Number 9 is The Star. This movie, I was really looking forward to this movie. I've never had the expectations of actually going, oh yeah, I want to watch The Star. Because I've never actually watched this movie in my life. But my thoughts of this movie, I really thought this movie was a decent enough movie that I enjoyed. It's a movie that I would watch again. Yeah, I would watch The Star again. It's a decent movie that I'd not crap on. But The Star is a movie I really did enjoy. But yeah, I really, really recommend this movie because it is a fun family film to watch. But I really was entertained by this movie because, yeah, I was just really entertained to see how good this movie could actually be. And it was a good enough movie. Number 8 is The Angry Birds Movie 2. This movie I thought was decent. It's not the best out of the two, but it is a decent enough movie. It's about, they're still in war, the Pig Island and the Bird Island, and then another island comes, Eagle Island? What's that one? I don't even know what it's called. The Ice Island, I don't even know. And then it was the villain of the movie. Then But this movie, fun enough. I enjoyed it. It was a fun enough movie that I liked. I didn't hate it. Just a fun enough movie that I enjoyed. But I would recommend this movie. And I'd probably recommend most of these movies. But it is a movie that I really did enjoy. But The Angry Birds Movie 2 is a movie that I did enjoy. Number 7 is Open Season. Yes, so we got the third in 18, and the sequel in 16, and then the original at 7. That's just so far from Linky. Well, not 2 and 3, but the original. Because I really did enjoy the original. The original was probably it is the best one out of the bunch. But when the sequel was I was kind of disappointed by it. But anyway, Open Season is a movie. I would recommend this movie. Martin Lawrence and Ashton Kutcher's performance in this movie was good. I think the performance was good enough that I enjoyed. They were not bad performances. They were good enough performances. But yeah, Open Season is a movie I did enjoy. It's not a bad movie. It's a movie that I would watch again because it is a decent enough movie that I enjoyed. Number 6 is The Pirates Band. What is it? The Pirates An Adventure with Scientists. Or is it The Pirates Band of Misfits? It's one of those. But this movie, I actually thought it was a Leica film. But it's not. It's a Sony Pictures animation film. But overall, this movie, well, anyway, this movie is an enjoyable movie that I did enjoy. It's not a movie that I hated. It's a movie that I really did enjoy. The Pirates Band of Misfits, that's what I'm calling it, was a good enough movie that I enjoyed. I didn't hate it. I just had a decent enough time with the Pirates Band of Misfits. It's not a bad movie that I would say, oh no, it's the worst movie ever. I would not recommend this movie to people because it's just the worst movie ever. I wouldn't do that. Because the Pirates Band of Misfits, I gave it a B plus and a 75%. It's a decent enough movie that I enjoyed. It's not a bad movie. Number 5 is, well, a top 5. Number 5 is the Angry Birds movie. This movie was a decent movie. I really did enjoy this movie. I was really surprised by how good this movie could actually be. But it was a really good movie that I did enjoy. It's a movie that I would recommend people because the Angry Birds movie is a movie that I was really looking forward to because when I was a kid I used to play the games on my on my laptop, not my laptop, my iPad, on my family iPad, sorry, and it was, and I loved playing the game. I was like, oh yeah, the Angry Birds movie coming out, so pumped for this movie, and I was like, yes, it's nearly here. I watched it. And I loved it. It was a really good Sony animation picture. Sony, isn't it Sony Pictures Animation? That's what it's called. Wait, hold up. Okay, never mind. It's called Sony Animation Pictures. I thought it was Sony Pictures Animation. Anyway, the Angry Birds movie I really did enjoy. Anyway, number 4 is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I'm a massive fan of this movie. I really dig this movie. Well, that's a new word I put in. Really good movie that I did really enjoy. I was really surprised by how good this movie was going to be, but I really did enjoy Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. It's a movie that I enjoyed. I didn't hate it. It was a fun enough movie that I enjoyed. And yeah, but Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs, really fun, entertaining movie that I highly recommend people to watch because it is a fun movie that was really fun and entertaining to watch. In my opinion, it was a fun enough animation film that I enjoyed it. I didn't hate it. I did love it. It was a good enough movie. And runner-up number third is a movie I was really surprised by, like really surprised by, and that is Smurfs: The Lost Village. I know people probably wouldn't put this high, but I'm a massive fan of this movie. I really did enjoy this movie. I think Demi Lovato is probably the better Smurfy. The Katy Perry or Demi Lovato, I'd probably choose Demi Lovato. I think she's really good at Smurfy. And the rest of the cast was fantastic. Like, they had like their little bits in the movie that I enjoyed. I liked Gargamel as a villain. He was quite cool. The animation was really good. But I really did enjoy this movie. It was a really good movie that I really did enjoy. And I highly recommend this movie. And I actually have it on DVD because that is how much I actually like this movie. It's a really good movie that I actually liked. Number 2 is Arthur Christmas. I'm a massive fan of this movie. I've been a massive fan ever since I was a little kid. I have been a fan of Arthur Christmas. It's always been in my heart. Just because of how good and amazing this movie is. The animation is really good. Plus, the story is fantastic. The cast was surprising. And the movie overall is just a really good movie that I did enjoy. Arthur Christmas is a movie I highly recommend to people to watch because it's just a fun, entertaining movie that I absolutely enjoyed. I love the Christmas aspect of the film. The cast, well, I already said that. The cast was good anyway. It had like a British kind of aspect. The British voices were good, which I enjoy about these movies. I like British kind of voices in my head. I don't even know why I like British voices, so I don't even know. But yeah, number 2 is After Christmas, and my number 1, probably people should know this, is Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. I love this movie. This was my favorite animation movie of all time. Sorry, that's a lie. That's a big fat lie. Sorry, it's my second favorite animation movie of all time. Sorry about that. Because my favorite's Toy Story, of course. I bloody love Toy Story. But Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse is just a fantastic movie that I absolutely loved. I highly recommend Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. It was my favorite animation movie of the decade, and my favorite movie of 2018, and my favorite animation movie of 2018, and just really good animation movie that I absolutely enjoyed. I liked how they went into the Miles Morales story. I've never really looked into Miles Morales as a character, and that's what I enjoyed. And I did like that multiverse where we got Spider Gwen. No, they already had Spider Gwen. Who else was in it? Peter Porker or Spider Pig. That's his name. Well, his real name's Peter Porker, but we call him Spider Pig. Who else was in it? I already forgot. I haven't watched this movie in a while, but it was a fantastic movie that I absolutely enjoyed. Whew. And there you go. That is all 20 Sony Animation Pictures movies ranked. Hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel and comment down below. What is your favourite Sony Animation Picture movie, or rank all 20 of them? Well, you probably don't want to. Or maybe like your top 5 or your top 10. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. Take care. Peace.